Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to hear me share my thoughts. As you all know, Destiny hasn't really had anything to do in almost half a year, and with everyone eagerly awaiting the June update on the future of the franchise, I wanted to talk about some things I want to hear come June. First, I think it's time to hear from Tyson Green, the man himself, and what his vision for the future of Destiny is, what they've been working on, and why people should still care about the Destiny franchise. I'm not saying he needs a Twitter account or anything, because I do think it's the last thing anyone in game development needs, but his silence needs to be backed by action, and all we've seen so far is the portal, which I don't think was his idea by the way, but still nonetheless fell under his leadership. Although Renegades wasn't a bad DLC, it still wasn't the best, and worst of all, it was just more Destiny. For the longest time now, we've needed something that was more than just Destiny. Destiny 2 is pretty solidified in its ways, which is why so many of us do want a D3. It's a chance for them to do something new without being constricted to the choices of those who came before. Destiny to this day still can be one of the biggest games on the market. Just to point that out, look how many views the original Marathon trailer from 2023 received, so imagine how many views a Destiny 3 trailer could get. Problem is, Bungie is pretty notorious for not being able to keep momentum. Forsaken and a Shadow keeping Beyond Light, Witch Queen and a Lightfall, and the final shape onwards plus the layoffs. It's like Bungie takes 2 steps up the stairs, then falls down the stairs with each subsequent release. We had a huge shakeup in leadership last year, but still I wonder when we'll see the effects of that reflected in the game. Many of the issues in the past were due to the higher ups, and with big shifts in leadership, we now need to see change, because if nothing changes now, then who is really to blame? I do believe that the delays in Shadow and Order was because Bungie had to reevaluate the future of Destiny, with the decreasing numbers Edge of Fate followed by Renegades. Although the devs probably never wanted to make an extraction shooter or manage multiple live service titles at once, when you work for someone else, you simply do what you're told, and now everyone remaining has to do with the hand that Pete and the other suits dealt them. It's an unfortunate position the devs find themselves in, but all you can worry about is what to do next. Another thing I wanted to touch on was that I believe Bungie owes the community an apology. For over a decade now, Bungie have built a community around Destiny. Hundreds of thousands of players, maybe even millions, have played the Destiny franchise. So when the announcement for Marathon happened, many felt put off because this was what our money was going towards. An extraction shooter that was quite literally the opposite of a looter shooter. This year, we've seen Bungie neglect Destiny in favor of Marathon. Obviously, the studio should prioritize the new game and make sure it launches properly, but delaying Destiny content all the while going silent and leaving the future of the Destiny franchise up in the air was not the way to go. I do believe Bungie saw the feedback and criticism around the Year of Prophecy, and genuinely realized they had to go back to the drawing table and rethink the future of Destiny. The Year of Prophecy wasn't working, and another year in this content structure wouldn't be healthy for the game, so I can't blame them for taking a step back and forming a new plan, but the timing of it was the worst part. Doing this so close to the launch of the new IP felt as if Bungie was closing the curtains on Destiny, and even now as of writing this, we still don't know what's next, but things don't look good. Bungie moving even more devs away from Destiny onto Marathon isn't a good sign, but when we're not told anything, you can only go based off of what we know. If anything is to change, if Bungie still want a community around their games and want people to not feel apathetic towards what they put out, then I think the first place they need to start is by patching the relationship with the consumer. An apology to everyone who has stuck by their side for so long to feel discarded when Bungie launched their brand new game. If not, then I think the trajectory of the company and the games they make are speaking for themselves right now. Marathon, despite it all, really is an amazing game, but the game's reputation, and more importantly, Bungie's reputation, are stopping it from growing as I think it should. Now for where I want to see the game go. I do understand some of this might be cope, but at this point it's better than all the negative slop and hate farming videos we see so much of now. I think if anything, Bungie needs to put D2 in a state where hopping in and running some Crucible strikes still feels fun and rewarding. It would help the game have more staying power long term, and would also help keep newer people around if they dare to try it out. The game needs big shakeups in PvE and PvP. In PvP, abilities feel way too prevalent, completely overshadowing the gunplay that Destiny is honestly known for. Even in PvE, guns feel secondary, with primaries especially taking a back seat, with builds being so strong. It's kind of funny that the looter shooter feels like it's lost both of those aspects, with tiered loot completely losing people on the loot chase, and the shooter aspect being absent, with abilities being the go-to in every activity. Realistically, what I want is for them to set the game up so it's at least fun to come back to in the future, because I honestly don't know if they can do anything anymore to breathe new life into Destiny 2 again. Giving back all the content we lost with Beyond Light would be a good step, but still I think that wouldn't do much long term. We'd be getting our old content back, sure, but again, that's more Destiny. I have gone back and played some Destiny 1 recently, and as fun as it has been, I'm not sure I just want more Destiny again. Games nowadays are evolving more and more, so why does it feel as if Destiny hasn't evolved at all? Destiny 1 was good to see where we started, but if Destiny is to continue, then it needs to change. I would love for Bungie to combine the next 2 revealed expansions into one big final expansion for Destiny 2. I'd love another contest raid, as the raid and dungeon team have been on a hot streak since Salvation's Edge. After that, I'd like if they started development on a Destiny 3, as I do think Destiny still has untapped potential, but at what point do we let bygones be bygones and move on? After playing some Destiny 1 and being able to come back and have some fun, I want the same for Destiny 2 if Bungie does move on to other projects. Players have waited for months to see what's coming, and Bungie really needs to put their best foot forward, as I do think this is the last chance. All we can do now is wait till Bungie shows us what they have in store. If it isn't enough, or they do plan to step away from the franchise, then I guess it's been fun, but all good things come to an end eventually. There's so many more games out there, even if that Destiny itch will never be satisfied, but maybe it's just time to move on from Destiny. If you got this far, I just want to say thank you for watching the video through the whole thing. I wanted to put more, but I couldn't really think of much because it's not looking too good for Destiny. Recently, I've just been playing other games, mostly Final Fantasy 14, after about like a 2-year break. But I just think there's more things out there to play than just Destiny, as good as it is. If it does end here, you know, the franchise is over, then it's been a good like what, 12 years? It's been a very good time. But share what you think in the comments below if you have any thoughts, and if you made it this far, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it.